Hey guys, welcome to the channel and to episode 1 of Champions Path. This is a series that I'm recording showcasing my journey up to Master Ball tier and higher in Pokemon Champions. In today's episode, I'm going to be featuring this team that I built centered around Choice Scarf Pelipper as well as Palafin holding a Mystic Water. From top to bottom, we have Whimsicott with the Prankster ability, allowing it to move first on just about every Pokemon except opposing Dark-type Pokemon, and it's holding the Focus Sash, which will allow it to survive one-hit KOs from Pokemon like Sneasler and their Dire Claw. The moveset is a little bit different than what you might be used to, with Moonblast and Tailwind, which are pretty standard for speed control and damage, as well as Sunny Day for weather control, and Light Screen to reduce damage from special attacks. Next up, we have a pretty standard Incineroar set with Intimidate and Citrus Berry, along with the moves Fake Out, Flare Blitz, Darkest Lariat to hit opposing Farigirafs, and Parting Shot. Third, we have Palafin, which I think is a very underrated Pokemon in this current format. It's holding the Mystic Water to give it a power boost to its water-type moves, those being Jet Punch and Wave Crash. It's also got Protect, and my signature move that I put on this one, which is Ice Punch. Ice Punch is really important to deal with opposing dragons like Hydreigon and Dragonite, which the rest of this team generally struggle with. Next up, we have Sinistcha with the Hospitality ability, which is going to allow you to heal up your ally Pokemon whenever it switches in, as well as Leftovers for some extra sustain over longer battles. For the moveset on this one, I'm running Protect, Machagacha, Calm Mind, and Reflect to complement the Light Screen on Whimsicott. When both of these screens are set up, it can severely reduce damage from your opposing Pokemon, and with just 1 or 2 Calm Minds set up, Sinistcha can be a real menace for your opposing team. For our Mega Pokemon, we have Mega Meganium, which I also think is very underrated in this format because it has really strong type coverage, with Solar Beam and Dazzling Gleam being their stab moves, as well as Weather Ball, which thanks to Mega Meganium's Mega Soul ability is a fire type to deal with opposing steel types. Last up, we have my favorite member of the team and was honestly the GOAT of this 7-win streak that got us from Ultra Ball 4 to Ultra Ball 1, and that is Pelipper holding the Choice Scarf. Choice Scarf is a really strong pick, at least right now in the meta, because there are a lot of newer players that aren't expecting the speed to come from Pelipper with the Choice Scarf, and with the moveset we have Weather Ball, Hurricane, Muddy Water, and Tailwind. Some other sets will run Icy Wind, but I find that Tailwind is just fine if you're willing to switch out the next turn, and when you use Tailwind, it can kind of hide the fact that your Pelipper is holding the Choice Scarf. Weather Ball and Muddy Water allow it to hit for very strong water-type moves on both single targets and multi-targets, and Hurricane, of course, always hits in the rain and can deal with opposing grass types like Venusaur. In terms of stat spreads, everything is fairly straightforward. For Whimsicott, we have Max Special Attack and Speed, with a speed-boosting nature allowing it to move first in almost every situation. For Incineroar, we have heavy investment into HP and special defense, given that it does have Intimidate, which is going to lower the attack of opposing Pokemon, so there's not a lot of need to invest in a lot of defense here. And there is a lot of speed on this Incineroar, taking it all the way up to 107, which is going to allow it to outspeed most opposing Incineroar, so you can get Fake Outs first and Parting Shots as well. For Palafin, we have max attack and speed, with Adamant being the attack boosting nature. This is going to allow the hero form of Palafin to hit very hard and get a lot of surprising one-hit knockouts. For Sinistcha, I put a lot of investment into HP as well as special attack, with a special attack boosting nature, which is going to allow it to hit really hard, and it still has a lot of survivability and sustain, especially after Reflect and or Light Screen are set up. It's also very fast, and you'll notice that it is speed tied with Incineroar, but these two Pokemon don't typically come out around the same time, so I found that that hasn't been a big issue for me. But if you'd like, you can adjust the speed so that you can have Sinistcha be 1 point faster or slower than Incineroar. For Mega Meganium, I invested primarily in special attack and special defense, given that speed is pretty high once it does Mega Evolve. And the idea here is to make Mega Meganium very strong so it can output heavy damage with Solar Beam, Dazzling Gleam, and Fire Weather Ball. And then for Pelipper, even though it is holding the Choice Scarf, I did max out its speed and its special attack with Modest as its nature to really boost its special attack and also deal heavy damage. The general idea for this team is to control both the speed and the weather, so either Whimsicott and Incineroar are going to come out in front, or Incineroar and Palafin come out in front with Pelipper in the back. In fact, one of my favorite things to do is to lead Incineroar and Palafin, Fake Out with the Incineroar, and either hit a Pokemon for heavy damage with Palafin in its Zero form. For example, Ice Punch can pick up some very surprising KOs or very heavy damage on opposing Grass and Dragon types. or swap it out completely for a different Pokemon so that Palafin can transform into its hero form. Alternatively, you can bluff Fake Out with the Incineroar and instead switch to Pelipper, setting up the rain, giving Palafin a massive damage boost to its water type attacks, and Wave Crash can one-hit KO a lot of opponents. On the other hand, if your opponent is running a rain team and benefits from the rain and you don't want them to have rain, you can put up Sunny Day and hit with Flare Blitz on Incineroar, which will also do heavy damage. And the general idea that we're going here is a Fire, Water, Grass balanced core with Mega Meganium in the back to dish out heavy damage once you've pivoted around and controlled the weather for your enemy team. Things that I would say to look out for are opposing teams with fantasy cores. That would be Dragon, Fairy, and Steel. Steel in particular is a bit difficult for this team to deal with because it's strong against both Whimsicott and Meganium, and Incineroar is really the only Pokemon that hits super effectively into those Steel types, but you do also have Mega Meganium with the Fire-type Weather Ball thanks to its Mega Soul ability. You just have to really position carefully to make sure you're set up to launch one of those Fire-type Weather Balls. All in all, this is just the first version of the team. I think it could definitely use some improvements, but Choice Scarf Pelipper, Mega Meganium, and Mystic Water Palafin are very strong in this format, and this team was able to get me a 7-win streak to take me from Ultra Ball rank 4 all the way to Ultra Ball rank 1. Without any further ado, let's get into the battles. Okay, we've got a full shiny team. Charizard, Incineroar, Whimsicott. This looks like a Sun team with Rotom Wash, which could be a problem, and Sneasler. Okay, so there's Sun, so we want control of the weather with Pelipper and Rain. I think Pelipper, Palafin is a good lead into this. Unless... let's put Pelipper in the back so we can switch it into a Charizard. So we'll do Incineroar in the lead, Palafin, Pelipper in the back, and... do I want Meganium? I mean, we've got 3 grasses to choose from, so might as well choose the strongest of the 3, right? Okay, let's try this out. Ultra Ball rank 4, climbing on up to Master Ball. Incineroar, Admirer. Nice outfit. Garchomp, Sneasler in the lead, so we got Fake Out Pressure from Sneasler. And Earthquake from Garchomp's probably not going to go for Earthquake, though. Okay, Sneasler's got the white herb. That's good to know. It's not... ooh, you know what I could do? Okay, I think I'm going to Fake Out the Garchomp and Ice Punch it. We are running Ice Punch on this Palafin because this team struggles pretty hard with Dragon types. Very good, okay. Now let's see, does the Garchomp have Choice Scarf? Rock Slide. Don't flinch, no flinch, no flinch. Double miss, let's go. Ice Punch, one hit knockout on the Garchomp. Whoa, that is a tanky Garchomp. Wow. Okay, so I think here we switch over to Meganium because the Sneasler is likely going to close combat the Incineroar. And it's too fast for us to parting shot, so we're going to do Hard Switch into Meganium, which is a Fairy type, which should resist the close combat. I assume Garchomp is going to go for the Rock Slide again. There's nothing really good we can switch out to, so I think we Jet Punch the Garchomp and hope for the knockout. That is a tanky Garchomp. This is a max attack adamant Palafin. And it's not in its hero form, but does it knock out? Yeah, good. That knocks out. Take a little bit of chip from Rough Skin, excuse me. Should be fine. And we do get the close combat. Should be not very effective. Whoa. Meganium is super squishy. Okay, so we got Charizard here. I think Charizard's going to Mega Evolve and Heat Wave, assuming it's Y. Charizard Y. So I think we go into the Incineroar to get another Intimidate off, and we protect the Palafin. Because they could delay the Mega predicting a Pelipper swap. So we'll do this. Okay, Incineroar comes in, Intimidate goes off. Sneasler is now... Okay, Charizard Mega Evolves, which is going to trigger the Sun. Probably going to Heat Wave, and Sneasler's probably going to Dire Claw into the Incineroar slot. Palafin protects. Incineroar should be fine here. Oh, Dire Claw into the Palafin. Okay. Palafin's protected. Okay, I'll take it. So here, I don't want to fake out. I want to switch into the Pelipper to get Rain on the field. And we are just going to Jet Punch the Charizard. Now, Charizard could protect, but that's okay. I'm not worried about the Sneasler because its attack is super low right now from all the Intimidates on the Incineroar. Here we go. Incineroar comes out. Pelipper comes in. Rain goes off, which is going to turn Charizard into a wet noodle. Charizard protects, okay. That's fine. And we're not worried about Sneasler. Sneasler will Dire Claw into Palafin. That's fine. That still does so much damage, even with 2 Intimidates. And we're poisoned, which isn't ideal. I think we stop switching back and forth. I think Charizard's super vulnerable, but it might switch. I think we Jet Punch into the Sneasler. Pelipper should be faster with the Choice Scarf, because this seems like an adamant max attack Sneasler. Charizard switches out, which is good. Switches into Whimsicott. So we double up on the Sneasler. Jet Punch. Wow, that just takes it out. Okay. Muddy Water comes out onto Whimsicott. Does 50%. That's very nice with the Rain. So now Charizard's going to come back in, which is going to put up the Sun. We still have Mega Meganium in the back, but it's not going to... We need to get Rain back up. They have no more Pokemon, so they can't set the Sun up a second time. So this is going to go into Incineroar. And Palafin, I'm considering Jet Punching just as a last hurrah. Or we could go into Meganium and get the free swap, because Meganium really isn't going to do anything in this match. I think we sack the Meganium. So we switch this in, assuming that Charizard's going to Heat Wave and knock it out, so we can get a free switch in back into Palafin, which can then Jet Punch, which will likely have the Charizard protect, but we'll get there in a second. Thinking a few steps ahead. Okay, Charizard. Oh, Charizard protects now. Interesting. Under the Sun. Whimsicott Moonblasts the Incineroar. We have Citrus Berry on this, which is going to go off, which is very nice. Crits. Okay. The crit is fine. Okay, so here I want to fake out the Charizard. We will Mega Evolve the Meganium and Weather Ball the Whimsicott. Whimsicotts usually don't run Protect. Was this the right play? I don't know if Mega Meganium is faster than Charizard. And I don't have a lot of speed investment in this Meganium, so I think faking out Charizard was the right move. Whimsicott could Moonblast the Meganium, but I wouldn't expect that. I'm expecting them to Moonblast the Incineroar. Keep getting chip on it. So hopefully Meganium can... Okay, that might not be good. Let's see if this Whimsicott runs Focus Sash. It probably does. Oh, it does. It was already at 50%, so it didn't matter. Okay. Sweet. So now we just have Charizard to deal with. What we can do is we can Parting Shot, just to make this a guaranteed win. Parting Shot and Protect. We'll bring in Pelipper in the Incineroar slot. And this should be a game over. Here comes the Heat Wave. It's not going to do a whole lot to Incineroar. It's going to do even less in the rain. Incineroar is going to Parting Shot. And we can bring Pelipper in. And they forfeit GG's. GG's to our opponent with the cool outfit. Way more stylish than mine. And we are on a 2-win streak. Does this get us to the next? No. 2-win streak in Ultra Ball Tier 4. Let's run it back. So this team is based around like just really traditional balance around Palafin, Incineroar, and Sinistra / Whimsicott / Meganium. Pretty heavy on the grass, on the fire weakness on the grass team members, but so far it's worked out pretty good. And a lot of matches I don't even have to use Meganium. Just these first 4, Whimsicott, Incineroar, Palafin, Sinistra, are usually fine. Okay, so this team it's got some weather control. It's also got Mega Meganium, I'm assuming. Could be running a double Mega with Mega Charizard. This team is weak to Palafin. It's also pretty physical heavy with 4 physical attackers. And I don't want to go Incineroar because of the final Gambit, which could have Defiant. So I think probably going to run something like Sneasler or Gambit in the lead, maybe. I got to pick a team. Let's go Whims, Palafin, Pelipper, and Meganium. I like Mega Meganium for the coverage, since it's got the Mega Soul ability. It acts like Sun is up all the time, even when it's not. So it's got really good coverage with Fire-type Weather Ball, in addition to Solar Beam that hits in 1 turn. And then, what's the other move I have on this? Oh, Dazzling Gleam for Fairy. Okay, so they do a slightly different lead. They go Dragonite, Sneasler. Sneasler is going to fake out the Whimsicott. And Dragonite will likely put up Tailwind or attack Palafin. So 2 options. I could go for the Tailwind knowing I'm going to get faked out and protect, which I kind of like, because then I can Tailwind the next turn. What I would love to do, though, is get 2 attacks off on the Dragonite, because I have Ice Punch on this Palafin. I'm going to Tailwind Protect. No fake out. Interesting. Okay, so we're probably going to get Dire Clutch straight into the Whimsicott slot. There it is. We have Focus Sash, but does this poison? That'd be really sad if we get the poison. Okay. Oh, double up into the... I could have just Moon Blasted and Ice Punched the Dragonite, but it's okay, because we have... This is fine. Everything is fine. We have Pelipper with Choice Scarf. Tailwind is active. We can Muddy Water to break Multiscale on the Dragonite, assuming it hits. It's 85% accurate move. And then we can Ice Punch the Dragonite. As I mentioned earlier, Dragonite is really hard for this team to deal with. The Sneasler comes out for the King Gambit. But does Dragonite protect? No, it doesn't. Muddy Water hits both targets. Ice Punch is going to hopefully one-shot this Dragonite. This is my first time getting an Ice Punch into the Dragonite with the Zero form Palafin, and it's gone. It's just gone. Goodbye, Dragonite. Goodbye, Dragonite. Okay, but King... this whole team is kind of tough for us to deal with. Given that we are a Fire, Water, Grass balanced team, typings like Steel and Fairy and Dragon are pretty hard for this team to deal with. I would like to swap the Pelipper out to... because this is Choice Scarf, so I would like to get access to Hurricane. I'm going to switch in Meganium, and I don't have... I wish I had Flip Turn. But I could Ice Punch the Meganium. Swap into my own Meganium. I'm just going to Protect. This might be a little too safe. You know, I probably should have Muddy Watered and Jet Punched the King Gambit, but let's see what King Gambit does. I'm expecting their Meganium to Solar Beam into my right slot, into Palafin. Sucker Punch is not going to work. And Solar Beam. Okay, now we can Mega Evolve our own Meganium. Do we Dazzling Gleam? I think we Dazzling Gleam because we could... Wait, is Weather Ball going to be what? Weather Ball should be Fire. It's probably... I'm going to assume that that's a bug. So I'm going to Dazzling Gleam here and switch... How many turns of Rain do we have left? We have 3 turns of Rain. Okay, so I'm going to switch into Palafin, which is going to activate the Hero form. I'm going to switch the Palafin out into Pelipper, get Hero form ready in the back. Pelipper's Choice Scarf is now reset, so we can choose our move, which is going to be Hurricane on the Meganium. They still have Sneasler in the back, too, which is could one-shot our Meganium. Their Meganium protects, which is great. Now it's very vulnerable on the next turn. Sucker Punch fails again. Sucker Punched into the Palafin slot. Meganium Dazzling Gleams. This becomes a single target move, which deals more damage to the King Gambit than it otherwise would. And Tailwind peters out. Oh, I would love that Tailwind right now. Whose Meganium is faster? Well, I know my Pelipper's faster, that's for sure. So we're going to Dazzling Gleam and Hurricane. I think this game's pretty sealed up. Does this one-shot the Meganium? It's got a lot of special defense. How much investment does it have? Ooh, very close. And no Sucker Punch this turn. Funny. One turn, they decide not to use Sucker Punch. They could have gotten it off. I think that King Gambit did 0. Did nothing. The whole match. This should be pretty wrapped up. We can protect the Meganium and Hurricane the Sneasler. We already confirmed that it doesn't have Focus Sash, right? I think it had... Now that was the last match. It might have Focus Sash, which is okay. This should be game. 3-1. 3-1 lead. Dire Claw into the Meganium. And then we get Hurricane, which has 100% accuracy in the rain and takes it down to Focus Sash. Yes, Focus Sash. However, we did confirm that this Pelipper, it is modest. So it's max speed, but modest nature. So I think that is what makes it slower than Sneasler. I think we're okay getting Dire Clawed. I want to get the rain back up just to guarantee the Hurricane hits. because there is a chance we could lose this if we don't play it correctly. What could happen, Pelipper's locked into Hurricane. I could go for Hurricane, it misses. Sneasler one-shots the Meganium. I switch into Palafin. No, I think we still win, no matter what. Guaranteed. So we sacrifice Meganium. Thank you so much for your work. Thank you so much for your contribution. Now, let's bring Pelipper. Very nice. Now let's see Pelipper's moves. Got the Pelipper, Rain comes up. Hurricane is now guaranteed to hit, and we can Jet Punch with the Palafin hero form, and GG's. All right, 3-win streak. Does this start giving us bonus points in our climb to Master Ball? We're going to find out. Yes, it does. Very nice. Ultra Ball rank 3. And we get an extra tick. Let's keep going. Can we do a 4-win streak? Maybe we can get to Master Ball in just this one recording. Hello, Zura. Okay, we've got Feraligatr, Frosslass, Sneasler, Armarouge, Gallade, and Torkoal. Looks like a pretty Trick Room heavy team. So what I want to do, it's also got Sun in the form of Torkoal, likely a Mega Feraligatr, which is not going to do too well into our Mega Meganium. So, and then it's pretty special. Looks like a mix of special and physical. So I'm inclined, because it's Trick Room, I kind of want to leave Whimsicott behind. Whimsicott's not going to do much here. We don't run Taunt on the Incineroar, but I think Incineroar does fairly decent into this team. I don't think Sinistra comes. It's just weak to both fire and it's weak to a lot of stuff on this team. I think everything. So we're going to go Incineroar, Palafin, Pelipper, and Meganium in the back. I think this is our best bet. They're likely going to go their bottom 4. They're probably double Mega team, right? Mega Feraligatr and Mega Frosslass. So they're probably bringing Mega Frosslass, going for the Aurora Veil turn 1. In Trick Room. So I think what we do is, which one's stronger? Oh, Flare Blitz. I didn't realize Flare Blitz is a 120 base power move. That's crazy. Flare Blitz into you. The thing is, Switch comes out before. I think we Wave Crash into you. Yeah, so here comes Mega Frosslass, which sets up weather, sets up snow right away. And then they can Aurora Veil, which is like setting up Reflect and Light Screen at the same time. Now, you might be wondering, why can't we switch in Pelipper to then change it from snow to rain? And I've tried that in this matchup before. Unfortunately, it doesn't work. What happens is Pelipper comes in first, the switch happens first, then the Mega happens. Oh, do we knock out? No, we don't. This is a pretty strong lead. This is going to be hard for us to deal with. Oh, but we get the burn. That's nice. So Pelipper comes in first, sets up the rain, then the Mega Evolve happens, Snow gets set up, and Aurora Veil goes up no matter what, and you lose momentum. You don't get, if I'm swapping Incineroar out, we're not going to get any damage off. And when Aurora Veil gets set up, you really need to start getting damage on the board. That's really what it comes down to. So we're going to... Who else is on their team? Do they have a water? Yeah, they could swap into Feraligatr. So I'm thinking Darkest Lariat just in case they switch out to Feraligatr into this slot, and then we Wave Crash again. Jet Punch isn't gonna knock out. Gallade. Very nice. Okay, so we've got the Darkest Lariat coverage. Who's this? Is this Feraligatr? Sneasler. Okay. Wow, takes it down to... Oh, we crit. Okay. That had to be the crit. I don't think it would have done that much. I don't think it would have done 100%. So this is working out in our favor. That did okay damage. Gallade is super bulky, man. Because I think we switch into Pelipper here. That slot's going to get close combated. I think we switch into Pelipper, get Rain up. Do we switch? I think we just protect this slot. Trying to think what I want to do. How I'm going to deal with this Sneasler, which is super fast. Sometimes Gallade can be fast too. So this looks like a fake Trick Room team. Or is Gallade going to Trick Room here? Gallade might Trick Room. We protect on the Palafin. Sneasler goes for Dire Claw. Okay. Ooh, that does a lot of damage. Sheesh. Okay, Sacred Sword. Now I want to go for Hurricane, but they could switch back into Mega Frosslass and get Snow up, which could make us miss there. So I think I Muddy Water, Jet Punch. I kind of want to switch into Incineroar. Or do I Tailwind? Okay, hear me out. I think we Tailwind and let Meganium handle the rest. Gonna Jet Punch you. On second thought, I kind of wanted to go back into Incineroar because Palafin's probably going to go down to Sacred Sword. Yeah. But at least we got Sneasler off the board. I can't fake that out because it's Ghost. But I can Flare Blitz it. Intimidate goes off first, followed by Snow Warning, letting me know that we are faster than the Frosslass. The issue with Pelipper is that it's Choice Scarf, so I'm locked into Tailwind. I think we... but does it protect? If it protects, that would be super awkward. If it blizzards, that would be even more awkward. I think I would rather eat a Sacred Sword to the face. And that KOs. Oof. Not ideal. But now we can bring Pelipper in. Unfortunate. Okay. That's okay. This is salvageable. Aurora Veil is over. I think I messed that up. That's okay. We can't win them all, right? So now we just go for Muddy Waters. We have to. Yeah. That's so funny. Here, the Weather Ball shows normal type. On Meganium in the Rain, Weather Ball shows a water icon, even though it should be a fire because of Mega Soul. Maybe it's because I wasn't Mega Evolved yet? I don't remember. I'll have to look back at it. Okay, so we're just going to go for Muddy Waters and pray for the best. We probably eat something like a Leaf Blade from the Gallade. Yeah, not enough. Even with the Aurora Veil down. We live. It doesn't have Leaf Blade. This is salvageable. Don't have Fake Out, don't have Fake Out, don't have Fake Out. You're not Sneasler. We got rid of the Sneasler. Okay, don't miss. Pelipper, please. Please, 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 please. Don't miss. Don't miss. Don't miss. Don't miss. Come on. Yes. Oh. That... He didn't deserve to win that, but we clutched it through. Pelipper, I love you so much. You're the GOAT. You're my GOAT. Pelipper's my GOAT on this team. I used to have Basculegion with a Focus Sash, but Pelipper with the Choice Scarf is just... chef's kiss. Ultra Ball Tier 3. Let's see if we can keep it going. Can we get Master Ball tonight? Okay, affords. Please afford me a victory. We have got a Sandstorm team. This is a cool team. Tyranitar, likely lots of Mega Potentials. Mega Tyranitar. So I think we go with a similar... I like Incineroar here. I think we do Incineroar, Palafin in the front, Meganium, Pelipper in the back. Meganium looks quite good. Quite good into this team. Do we lead Meganium? Who are they going to lead? They're probably going to go... They probably want to go Tyranitar, Arcanine. They might lead Dragonite. Probably Arcanine and something. And then Sinistra in the back with Aggron. Arcanine, Sinistra, Aggron. Dragonite in the front. Basculegion in the front. Okay. Double Ghost type so we can't Fake Out. This makes me not want to switch Pelipper in. Or do I want to switch Pelipper in? Now I'm wishing I brought Whimsicott for the Tailwind and Darkest Lariat or Flare Blitz. I think Pelipper comes out. Oh, I ran out of time. It protected for me, right? Okay, that's good. That's the good thing about having Protect in the first slot, because when you run out of time, you can still... Special Basculegion. Basculegion with Shadow Ball. Alright, you're getting Hurricaned. You are getting Hurricaned. Curious what my opponent's game plan is. Shadow Ball, Bascule, and there's no choice specs either. Does it have Spell Tag? Okay, I think this is fine to swap into Incineroar. Hurricane the Sinistcha. Swap into Incineroar. Does it have Focus Sash on the Sinistcha? That would be hilarious. Basculegion comes out. Tyranitar. Oh, I forgot they have Tyranitar. Please hit the Hurricane. Please. Okay, thank you. Thank you. Come again. Focus Sash. No. What are you doing with a Focus Sash? It's going to Macha Gotcha. That's going to do a lot of damage to Pelipper. Oh, no. No, don't do me like that. Oh. That hurts. That hurts. But did you know that my Palafin has Ice Punch? Did you know? So I want to... They want to leave the Sinistcha in because they nasty plotted, so they're committed to the Sinistcha. So I'm going to Ice Punch that slot and fake out the Tyranitar. They could swap out Basculegion for Tyranitar, reading the fake out. I could hard read with Darkest Lariat, but I think I want to do that. I think I want to go for the... I'll do this. Oh, okay, so Ice Punch, knock out, please knock out the Sinistcha. Sinistchas can be really bulky, but it's not enough. And here comes Darkest Lariat into the Basculegion, which switched out for the Tyranitar, trying to read the fake out, which we saw coming a mile. What is this Citrus Berry special attack Basculegion with Shadow Ball? What is going on? And its adaptability. Arcanine. Okay, so they still have Tyranitar in the back. I think it's safe to Wave Crash the Arcanine and Darkest Lariat the Basculegion. That seems safe, right? Wild Charge. I mean, I've seen that before. It just doesn't do much because you don't have the same type attack bonus. Arcanine isn't an electric type, so you don't... There's no bonus to running a Wild Charge. It's decent as a coverage move, but it never picks up knockouts. Arcanine just doesn't have the power to execute on that. Palafin goes down, but that's fine because we have... Who did we bring? Meganium. Should be able to clean this up. And they haven't Mega'd yet, right? Okay, so here comes Meganium into Tyranitar. They're going to Mega Evolve. I have no idea how fast Mega Tyranitar is, but... Dazzling Gleam super effective, Solar Beam super effective. Kind of want to protect just to scope out what it has, and Parting Shot to get a feel for speed. This Incineroar is pretty fast, so it could give me a good sense on how fast or slow this Tyranitar is. Are they gonna Mega? No Mega. Dragon Dance? Okay. That's fine, but your attack's going back down. But he's fast now. He's a fast Tyranitar. Oh. White Herb Tyranitar? For why? Just Parting Shot again. So he's got 1 up on attack, And Incineroar is like a couple HP away from it. Citrus Berry. Earthquake. Yeah, I think this is just GG's. I don't think this white herb Tyranitar is gonna be able to stand up to my Mega Meganium with Solar Beam. It does get a special defense boost in Sand, so this might not knock out, but this is modest, heavy investment. Okay, yeah. GG's. GG's, what a funny team. Shadow Ball, Basculegion, Focus Sash, Sinistra with Nasty Plot, White Herb Tyranitar, no, not Mega Tyranitar. Rank 2. How many wins is that in a row? Like 4 or 5? Balance is really good in these lower powered seasons. Alright, Fury. Next up we are against Fury. This looks like a Trick Room Sun team. Trick Room Sun. So I want to go and I think it's going to be the same 4. Pelipper, Meganium. So they're likely going to lead Incineroar. Ours is faster, which is good. Or they might do Charizard, Venusaur. Charizard, Venusaur, Torkoal. They could do Farigiraf into my Incineroar to block the Fake Out with Armor Tail. And then they've got Crabominable. Interesting team. The Crabominable kind of throws me off. But I think this should be fine. If we can control the weather and keep rain up, I think we're fine. Pelipper runs over pretty much this whole team. So does Palafin. Ice Punch is helpful into Venusaur. Such a good move to run. Charizard, Venusaur in the lead. Okay, so Charizard, I'm guessing, usually what they like to do is Mega Evolve the Charizard, which activates Chlorophyll, activates Sun, which activates Chlorophyll on Venusaur, making it super fast, and then they start Sleep Powdering stuff. However, they could wait a turn, because I could, yeah. What I'm going to do is Fake Out the Venusaur so it can't do that. And I think I'm just going to full send Wave Crash into the Charizard. Even under the Sun, it'll do a lot of damage. Okay, so they do Mega Evolve. Remember from our previous match, we can't just switch in Pelipper because the switch will happen first and then Sun will go off. So we're going to Fake Out this Venusaur, stop it from doing any Sleep Powder shenanigans. Charizard's going to use Heat Wave, which is going to do a lot of damage to Palafin. Palafin might knock itself out, which... Oh, that was a crit. That's unfortunate. Wave Crash almost knocks out the Charizard. This is probably going to kill... Ooh, very close. Okay. So I think we can go Pelipper... I want to Jet Punch the Charizard. It could protect. Is it better to protect Palafin or Jet Punch the Charizard? I think it's better to Jet Punch the Charizard. Okay, Charizard's just gone. I think the safer play for them would have been to protect the Charizard, and I don't know what moves they have on Venusaur, but probably sleep the Incineroar slot. They Leaf Storm into the Palafin. Okay. They might bring Torkoal in the back to reactivate Sun. So I'm going to bring in an Incineroar, and we're going to swap out... I'm debating whether we go for the 70... Oh. Okay, they don't have Farigiraf, so... Now we just Hurricane the Venusaur and Darkest Lariat the Farigiraf. Seems straightforward. I don't know if there's any better play. I don't think there is. I'm surprised they don't have Torkoal in the back, given that we have Pelipper. This is like a worst case scenario for them. Is this the Torkoal? This is the Torkoal. Are they going for Trick Room? They're probably going for Trick Room. But then I'm just going to switch Pelipper out anyways. Hurricane hits. So this is going to... And they're confused. That's amazing. So Farigiraf is likely going for Trick Room to put the Torkoal front and center. Has Citrus Berry on the Farigiraf. I think we swap into Meganium. I wish I had Palafin. I wish we didn't get crit. That's a decent Leaf Storm. Because we need to get Rain back up. And then we Parting Shot. The Torkoal. The Torkoal. I'm not too worried about the damage coming out of the Farigiraf. Without Throat Spray in this game yet, it's really not that threatening from a damage perspective. Uses Eruption, but it's... Eruption, since it does damage based on how much HP they have, they're at 35% HP, it's not going to do a whole lot. Yeah, Farigiraf just doesn't hit. Now we're going to come back into Pelipper. And I think we're safe to start Muddy Watering. And I was thinking about protecting the Meganium, but I think we just Dazzling Gleam. Let's see what they do. They're taking a long time to think. I feel like you swap the Torkoal out for the Venusaur, but we're just really chipping away their team from this point on. I think the idea would be for them to get... They need to get Sun back up. No switches on their side. Torkoal goes for Protect. Interesting. Double Protect. I mean, at this point, they're kind of stalling out their own Trick Room. Maybe they want to see what I'm going to do. I think we have a pretty good chance at winning this, though. This is going to be Dazzling Gleam again. Muddy Water again. I wish I could check battle stats while the move was playing out. Wish I could press X on the controller and see, how many turns of Trick Room are left. Yeah, I think you take out the Torkoal, get the Venusaur back in. They might know that my Pelipper's Choice Scarfed. They want to get rid of the Pelipper. I bet they do. Venusaur probably has a poison move. This isn't super great because Torkoal comes in for free now. Okay, I got to think hard about this. It's hard to narrate when I'm thinking hard. Venusaur's super fast, right? Trick Room is still up. So Venusaur moves last. I think I protect Meganium and go for the Muddy Water again. Just because Trick Room is up. I might lose Pelipper. This might lose me the game. But my rationale here is I don't want to keep switching right now. I want to seal this game up. Venusaur protects, knowing that they move last. Okay, good on them. Heat Wave comes out. Does this knock out Pelipper? This Pelipper has no bulk. Oh, yeah. But this is fine. I think this is fine. So now Incineroar comes in. I can fake out the Venusaur, which just protected. Fake out the Venusaur. Will Dazzling Gleam kill the Torkoal? And will Torkoal protect? I think I have to fake out the Venusaur and Weather Ball it. I'll probably go down to Heat Wave from the Torkoal. Torkoal didn't protect. That's okay. I need to take the Venusaur out because it's the fastest thing on the field. And then I think Incineroar can just deal with Torkoal with Darkest Lariat. I don't think... I forget if Torkoal gets access to something with coverage like Earth Power. So Meganium goes down. Mega Meganium goes down. But now we've got Incineroar, Darkest Lariat. And this should be GG's. Does this knock out? I should really put some more attack investment into this Incin. Don't crit. That's a lot of damage. A crit could have lost me the game. And I don't like being in that position, but it's Pokemon. What are you going to do? GG's Fury with the default clothes and no title. We are moving on up to still in rank 2 on some kind of win streak. It just has an... Oh, was it 6 win at the top? 6 win streak. Hello, Spafal. This team looks very scary. We've got a similar theme as I think 2 teams ago with Charizard, Venusaur for the Sun speed control. We've got Gengar, likely Mega Gengar. Kommo-o, which is scary. I think I want to go the same 4 as before. Very strong team comp. And I think... So they probably... I don't think this is Perish Trap. They probably want to go like either Charizard, Venusaur in the lead, or Gengar Incineroar or Incineroar Komao. I want Pelipper in the back for weather control over the Charizard Venusaur. We've got Palafin with Ice Punch for the Sinistcha and the Komao. Our Palafin also one-shots both regular Gengar and Mega Gengar with Wave Crash. Meganium is good into almost this whole team, but it's got a few poison typings to watch out for, so we want to make sure we can position correctly. Cool outfit, interesting pose. Gengar and Incineroar in the lead. That was one of the possible leads we were thinking about. My Incineroar is faster than their Incineroar. A lot of speed investment in this one. And I think we just fake out and Wave Crash into the Gengar. They Mega Evolve. Now hopefully they don't Shadow Ball the Palafin. Please don't Shadow Ball the Palafin. Parasong. Okay. I think, unless it can't have Focus Sash, because it has the Mega Stone, this should K. That is a tanky. Wait, what was I could have swore that knocks out. Are they just a super bulky Gengar? They probably have Protect on this Incineroar. So we're going to Darkest Lariat that slot and Wave and Jet Punch. No, Wave Crash that slot. This kind of makes me wish I'd Throat Chop on the Incineroar to deal with Okay, so what could they do? They could swap out the Gengar and then swap out the Gengar and then Parting Shot with the Incineroar. I can't switch, right? Can't be switched out. Part of me wants to protect the Palafin. You know? I think I Darkest Lariat into you and protect here. They're probably going to swap out the Gengar and Parting Shot. And if they Parting Shot into the Palafin protect, then it won't go off. And then I can switch out safely. Very nice. So now we can switch out into both Meganium and Pelipper. We need to switch, otherwise they'll die to Perish Song. And the Incineroar needs to switch too, but it's going to switch to Gengar. This is why Perish Song is really hard to execute in this meta, but I think the point of Perish Song in this meta isn't to wipe out your whole enemy's team with Perish Song. It's to get me to switch out, because now now the Como-O can just Clangorous Soul, I think it's called. Is that the... What's the one where it gets a bunch of stat buffs? Hospitality. So does that thing have... Yeah, Clangorous Soul. It's going to get a bunch of stat buffs. Attack, defense, special attack, special defense. It's got leftovers. So I think we Dazzling Gleam and Hurricane. The Sinistra probably has Rage Powder. So I think I want a Muddy Water. If it has Rage Powder, I don't think Dazzling Gleam is... No, Dazzling Gleam should do it. Just in case. Oh, it's fast. It's very fast. I think Pelipper goes down. Oh! Pelipper! My goat! My absolute goat. Oh my god. Okay. Dazzling Gleam. Come on. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Sinistra's probably going to Life Dew. Yeah, quadruple super effective. Pelipper lived a... I can't believe Pelipper lived that. That's amazing. Sorry, Sinistra bro. Your boy's gone. Your boy is gone. I already forgot who they led with. Oh yeah. Oh shoot, they have Mega Gengar still with Perish Song. And Incineroar with Fake Out. I feel like they should go... They want to go Incineroar and Fake Out the Pelipper, but they also want to go Gengar and delete Meganium with a Poison move, but I don't think that Gengar has a lot of offense. It's probably just Perish Song. This player, should I assume she? I'm going to assume she. She is taking forever to choose her next move. I don't think she wanted the Pelipper to survive. This turn is taking forever. Did they rage quit? Is that what this is? Alright, we get the win. GG's, Befall. GG's. I think they just rage quit. We're so close to Master Ball. So close. If we get 2 more wins in a row, 7-win streak. Carried on Pelipper's back. So fun. This is a fun team. Alright, looks like we've got a game in Ultra Ball Rank 1 against Null. With a very scary team. Hisuian, Zoroark, Frosslass, Milotic, Sinistra, lots of ghosts. Lots of ghosts. Trying to think on the fly how we deal with Mega Frosslass, because that was a little bit of a problem last time. I kind of want to go the same 4 as before. But I kind of also want to go Pelipper, Palafin. Meganium, I definitely want Incineroar, and then Meganium. I don't want that. I want Incineroar, Palafin, Meganium, Pelipper. I just want another lead against Mega Frosslass to go south on us. I almost got trapped thinking that Pelipper would be a good counter against Mega Frosslass, but it's just not going to happen. Okay, so we have Shiny, Melodic, and Frosslass. Okay, so that's not Hisuian Goodra. That is, I forgot that Melodic gets competitive. I should have gone with the Pelipper. We definitely fake out the Melodic and go into do we not do that? Do we parting shot? No. Fake out Melodic. Switch into Meganium. Did it do it? I might have ran out of time. That might be protecting on Palafin. So it's going to set up this Snow, Aurora Veil, Protect. Okay. Oh, I would love to have swapped into Meganium right now. Leftovers on the Melodic. Or is it Melodic? Which one? Okay, so you probably don't want to get Flare Blitzed. Don't swap out the Frosslass. Don't swap out the Frosslass. I don't feel good about this game. I feel like I'm not thinking long enough. I'm being too obvious, and I'm burnt out on this win streak. But I think if we set up the Rain, that'll get rid of the Snow defense boost on the Mega Frosslass, and we can knock it out with one Flare Blitz. I think it's okay. Aurora Veil fails. Oh, but we're in the Rain. Rain makes... I mean, it's one or the other, right? Do you Scald the Incineroar? Muddy Water? Miss? Miss, double miss. It's okay. This might take out the Incineroar, yeah, definitely. Okay, now... Who else do they have? They have Incineroar. I think we bring the Meganium out, threaten Solar Beam on the Melodic. And Muddy Water. Solar Beam into you. Muddy Water or Hurricane? Muddy Water's a pretty busted move, but I don't want to miss. Or do we Tailwind? No. I think we just go with the Muddy Water. Hope for no misses. Pelipper, my goat. My greatest of all time, Pelipper. Pelipper, please pull through. Do they switch? They didn't switch. Because switch goes off before Mega. Muddy Water comes out. And how fast is this Melodic? Melodic isn't very fast. Definitely not faster than Mega Meganium, right? Right. And surely this kills. Surely this kills. Oh, Mega kills. Omega kills. Is that just game? Who do we have in the back? Please don't be Sneasler. Please don't be Sneasler. Sinistra? What? Oh, it's whatchamadoodle. One of these is not like the other. One of these is not like the other. I think we Dazzling Gleam. No Sneasler makes me very happy. I think we Dazzling Gleam and Muddy Water. And I really want to figure out which one is the Sinistra because I'm going to Ice Punch that one. I'm going to Ice Punch that one with Hero Form Palafin. Yeah. Rage Powder. Okay, so it's the left one. Hyper Beam. This shouldn't kill, right? Doesn't have choice specs or anything. Nice. I wonder which one is the Hisuian Zoroark. There it is. Venusaur. I don't know who or what Venusaur is, but it needs to die. It used Hyper Beam, so it's gotta recover now, right? It needs to take a turn to recover. I think this is just game over. Cool team. I love me a good Hisuian Zoroark team. And just rage. Why Rage Powder? I'm using spread moves. GG's. Ultra Ball rank 1, by the way. Ultra Ball rank 1. That lead was very scary. I don't know why. Why would they protect? Why would they protect the Mega Frosslass? I think they just threw with that, right? I would like to know what the rationale was. 8-win streak, and one more win, and I think we make it into Master Ball. Famous last words. This is where I get beat down all the way to Great Ball 1. Can we do one more? One more to bring it home. The trainer? Is your name lowercase the, capital case trainer? Oh, just trainer. Wait, it said the trainer. Oh no. This is where our run ends. Ladies and germs, this is where our run ends. They do not have weather control. They do not have weather control. I think they go... I'm gonna bet that they don't lead Sneasler. I'm gonna bet that they go like Aerodactyl Mousehold. And I'm gonna... Do I bring the Sinistra instead of the Incineroar? I don't think Incineroar does a lot. And neither does the Whimsicott. I think we bring the Sinistra this game. The Whimsicott just hasn't really been doing anything for me on this run to Master Ball, and then Incineroar just... It could proc to Final King Gambit, it dies to Basculegion, it gets outsped by Sneasler. I think we bring the Sinistra. And if we get to show it off, I can show you my Sinistra set. It's pretty basic. Sneasler, Aerodactyl, probably going for... fake out? Who do you fake out? Do we Jet Punch or Wave Crash? I think we Jet Punch the Aerodactyl. Don't make me regret this. Focus Sash? Focus Sash. Tailwind? Show me Tailwind. Rock Slide. Pelipper flinched. I wonder what he flinched to. I really want to get rid of the Sneasler. I'm going to Wave Crash the Aerodactyl. Ah. No. Why do you not protect there? Are you Choice Scarfed? No. This might be it. Close Combat's going to take out the Palafin. That's okay. White Herb Sneasler. I'm gonna say... Oh, it's not Choice Scarf Aerodactyl. It had Focus Sash. Okay. I'm gonna do something crazy here. I'm gonna go for Matcha Gotcha. I actually think we go for the Reflect. Reflect, Protect. Not Solar Beam. Protect. I need to switch that to the first slot. Let's do Reflect just to reduce the physical damage. Hopefully live a Dire Claw from Sneasler and knock it out with Dazzling Gleam. I think that... Don't knock out. Okay. Scary. Okay, I think... I mean, this game is almost certainly over, but I think I need to go for Matcha Gotcha to get some heal. How do I win this? Maybe it's Protect Dazzling Gleam. I just don't think Dazzling Gleam is going to KO the Sneasler in one hit. They double up on the Meganium. I don't even live. GG's. GG's, we were so close. Was that our win to get into Master Ball? I think that win would have gotten us into Master Ball. What could I have done better there? I could have led Incineroar. But that wasn't the rational thing to do. I could have Jet Punched the Aerodactyl. That was just really aggressive for them to go for. Peril. That's unfortunate. Now we gotta win 3 games in Ultra Ball 1. I don't think we're gonna get there tonight. It's been over an hour already. I don't want this video to go on much longer. Another Mega Floette team. With the Scizor, likely Mega Scizor to deal with enemy Mega Floettes. So my fairies feel very not good. I think Incineroar looks good here. Palafin looks good. I think Meganium needs to come. With Pelipper in the back. Incineroar and Floette. My Incineroar is faster. How fast is Floette? And can Floette survive this wave crash? Now if they're crazy, Floette will protect and Incineroar will parting shot something. Or throat chop something. This person I don't think knows how fake out speed works. And the Floette survives wave crash. But will they survive a second one? 89 down of... No, they won't survive a second one. But Floette's super fast, right? Mega Floette stats. Mega Floette actually isn't that fast. I think I go Pelipper, Wave Crash into the Floette. Oh, Floette's super fast. Okay, I need to research my speed tiers. This absolute gamer showed me that I know nothing about speed tiers. Who else do they have on their team? They have a lot of stuff that resists Fairy. They probably have Basculegion in the back, and probably Garchomp, if I had to guess. So I'm going to do this and hope for the best. I really thought my Palafin would move before Floette. Yeah, I think this is GG's. What is Palafin base speed? Oh, it's 2 points slower than Mega Floette, and I think that Mega Floette is max speed, and probably speed boosting nature. Is there a way out? Could Darkest Lariat this. And just go for Dazzling Gleams and see what happens. Brave Bird into Mega Meganium. Doesn't quite do it. Floette's still faster. I don't even think we got one knockout. We're going to get 4-0'd by this Mega Floette. Alright, GG's. I think we're going to call it there. Good run up to Ultra Ball 1. And in the next video, hopefully, we'll get to Master Ball rank. Thanks for watching.